Welcome to Module 5 of this beginner cybersecurity course. Today, we step into the fascinating and dangerous world of malware. From viruses and worms to ransomware and spyware, malware is responsible for some of the most devastating cyber incidents in history. This module will help you understand the difference between malware types, learn how security analysts analyze files, recognize indicators of compromise or IOCs. So let's get started. By the end of this module, you should be able to define and identify the different types of malware, explain the difference between static and dynamic analysis, use VirusTotal to analyze a suspicious file, identify common IOCs and describe their relevance, and create or write a basic malware analysis report. What is malware? Malware stands for malicious software. Any program designed to harm, exploit, or take control of systems, data, or users can be categorized as a malware. Common types include viruses, they are attached to files and replicate; worms, self-replicating and they spread across networks; trojans, masquerade as legitimate software; ransomware, encrypts files and demands payment; spyware, adware, secretly collects users' information. Each type behaves differently, but all pose serious threats. When a suspicious file is found, analysts use two main approaches to investigate: static analysis and dynamic analysis. Static analysis, examining the file without running it. This includes checking metadata, file hashes, embedded strings, and suspicious imports. Dynamic analysis, observing how the file behaves when it's executed, usually inside a sandbox environment. Static analysis is faster and safer. Dynamic analysis reveals deeper behaviors that the malware has. Most SOC teams or cybersecurity professionals use both. What are indicators of compromise? IOC is an artifact observed on a network or in an operating system that with high confidence indicates a computer intrusion. IOCs are digital clues that indicate a computer system may have been compromised. Think of it as a cyber fingerprint. For example, suspicious file hashes, malicious IP addresses or domain, unusual process names or persistent mechanisms, registry key modifications, communication to known C2 servers. Collecting and sharing IOCs is a core part of threat intelligence and detection. As a beginner, you won't reverse engineer malware, but you can safely investigate it using trusted tools. Tools like VirusTotal, Hybrid Analysis, AnyRun, Inter-Analyzer, Strings. VirusTotal uploads and scans files using dozens of antivirus engines. Hybrid Analysis and AnyRun provides sandbox behavioral reports, and Inter-Analyze shows code reuse and family classification. Strings uses CLI tools for offline static checks. Now, these tools allow you to begin analyzing malware in a safe, cloud-based environment. Time for your hands-on project. So I'll be walking you through how to use VirusTotal to analyze a file and report on potential threats. So we are going to begin by downloading a benign sample from any open source malware repository. So for me, I'm using Malware Bazaar's database. Be sure not to execute this without knowing. So we're uploading this to VirusTotal. As you can see, VirusTotal has the option to upload files. So I'm just going to upload this, type in the password and let it run. So VirusTotal analyzes your malware sample with different antivirus vendors, as you can see. And we can see that the total score is 56. So these are all the antiviruses and they are flagging it as malicious. If you go to the details tab, you can see more details about this. You can see the hashes, you can see the creation dates, you can see other detailed information about the malware that you just analyzed. relations, connect other C2 servers is connected to or communicating with other domains is associated with behavior, how it acts in sandboxes based on like real life analysis, what it does. And for the community, you can see other people's responses on how to mitigate against this kind of malware. So people have written Yara rules and everything. You've reached the end of module 5. Let's recap what you've learned so far. Malware comes in many forms. Each behaves differently. Analysts use static and dynamic analysis techniques to inspect files. IOCs are critical for identifying, blocking, and sharing threat data. Tools like VirusTotal help you analyze suspicious files safely. You completed a real-world malware analysis and wrote your first threat report. Now, in the next module, you will learn how attackers manipulate human behavior to bypass technical controls through tactics like phishing, vishing, and pretexting. You will also explore famous social engineering attacks and practice defending against them. Thank you and see you in the next video.